Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am the guy who picked Peter Sabota to defeat Leon Edwards. And I'm here to talk about Rodrigo Nascimento versus Dante Almeida 2. The one you have all been waiting for. Rodrigo Nascimento is 10-1 as a pro. Dante Almeida is 10-5. I'm just going to talk about their losses and then the first fight. Rodrigo Nascimento lost once, and it was to Chris Daukaus. Might have been his UFC debut. But Chris Daukaus, despite how things ended for him, if they did end, I don't know if he's still in the UFC, but despite how he's looked as of late, nobody can take away what he's shown us offensively, and he had shown us some very fast hands, and that's what got the job done against Rodrigo Nascimento. Dante Almeida, his 5 losses include 1 by TKO, where he was grounded out by Alan Crowder on the Contender Series in round 3, 2 submissions, round 3 to Cyril Gahn, the heel hook, and Rodrigo Nascimento in the first fight. Got him out of there with a rear naked choke. That was in round 2. And then his decision loss comes to Augusto Sakai in his last loss 2 fights ago. And he did not look good in that fight. Also, he lost by decision to Hamdi Abdelwahab, that wrestler from wherever the fuck. But the fight was overturned because he tested positive for drugs. So that's that. But he was out wrestled in that fight, and whatever. I mean, he was proving difficult, but he was definitely out hustled anyway. But Rodrigo Nascimento definitely out hustled him in their first fight. And I know that's not the only fight you can look to. I've watched other fights of theirs. I rewatched his fight with Augusto Sakai and Arlovsky, Dantel, his most recent performance. And look, Dantel has power. And if Rodrigo Nascimento has a weak chin at all, Dantel more than has the power to find that weakness, to make the most of it. I think Dantel is missing the hand speed of Chris Daukaus, though. Certainly he's missing the speed and the volume. Dantel is a guy that can, be very slow, lethargic, inactive, and let the fight get away from him. And he's a guy that is not always looking to give himself the most options to cash in on that power, because he is a guy that is gigantic. I mean, no way is he cutting down to light heavyweight like Chris Daukaus did, the one guy to knock out Rodrigo Nascimento. On the ground, Rodrigo is very good, and he's definitely better than Dante Almeida, specifically if he gets him down. And Rodrigo Nascimento is capable of being a grinder. That's more who he is. But he can also pounce on a neck like he did in the first fight. And I think Rodrigo Nascimento is going to win this fight. I think he's got more ways to win. And I think if this fight doesn't go his way, if he doesn't get plan A, where he takes him down, sucks some of the life out of him, submits him, I think he's still going to win this fight. Because Rodrigo is good on the feet, and he's in general got more hustle. I think Dantel is more powerful, and he's a guy that, I talk about him being inactive and whatever. He's a guy that's managed his cardio, though, because, again, he's lost in round 3 to Alan Crowder, and since then we've seen him win in round 3, grounding out Josh Parisian, so it's all cardio management and whatever with when you see fighters slowing down and whatever, but I think he's not going to land the kill shot against Rodrigo Nascimento, and because of that, I'm pretty sure Rodrigo would win, even if it went to a decision in a fight that Rodrigo didn't ask for. But I still think there's a good chance he gets the fight he asked for, and he gets Dantel out of there with his superior grappling skills. So I like Rodrigo Nascimento to win. I played him at minus 170. Right now it's minus 190. I'm going to play him again. But I think... I think he wins. Dantel, if he does win, I think it would be knockout. You can get that flat at plus 350 or round 1 at plus 1,000, which seems a little insane. Might be worth a sprinkle, but I haven't played it yet. Rodrigo Nascimento is the pick, though. The pick and the bet. I think he's going to out-hustle Dante Almeida in one way or another, whether it's to a decision or a submission, which a submission in round 2 is plus 800. That's what would have hit last time. And submission round 3 is plus 1,100. Rodrigo Nascimento, I should have mentioned, has 2 wins by TKO, 6 by submission, and 2 by decision. And his decisions are grinding split decisions. I think both of them against Alir Latifi and Tanner Boser. Close enough fights. But yeah, Rodrigo Nascimento, He's been tested in a lot of ways, and I think he's going to be healthy enough to last with Dontel Mays, and that should carry him to victory again in one way or another. Rodrigo Nascimento, like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos.